to use props. I'm going to only suggest that you use things that you might have, comfortably around the house. So a towel, this is a bath towel, and I folded it. It says namaste. You can sit upon it, and the reason to sit on something is to have a long, spacious spine that's unkinked. So this way we're not sitting back or forcing ourselves forward. We have a long, lengthened spine with the tailbone lengthening to the floor and the crown of the head reaching up. So we have more space, more opportunity. So a towel's great. This is a meditation pillow. You can always use a firm throw pillow. Make sure it's pretty firm. And I'm just going to sit on it for a moment. And again, if you feel better to sit flat, that's fine. But the reason is to keep the spine long and the hip flexors here soft and the knees falling down so we're not up like this. And when you sit, if your knees are up like this, that's fine. Go get some more things to put under each knee for support. Today I'd like to begin with a very introductory Kundalini yoga session. So I've been studying this for I'm in a 2-year program. I'm presently finished the first year. It's amazing. You want to do it again? Where do I start?
Just
so
that.
Presently?
Yes.
So I'm presently studying in New Paltz a 2-year yoga program all about Kundalini and energy flow and the 5 Chinese elements and seasons. It's been astonishing. And I want to share with you some of this. This yoga practice is basic. That doesn't mean it's simple. And it certainly doesn't mean it's easy, pardon me. It's simple, but it isn't easy. Especially when you focus on your breath and what your body's doing. I welcome everyone, all ages, all capabilities. This is yoga for everyone. Okay? So sit as comfortably as you can. If you don't like this position, change your position. Change your position. It's all fine. This is called Sukhasan, an easy seat. And again, this isn't easy to sit in for many people. I'm going to add some music. One moment. Welcome. Sit up well, sit up tall. Feel your breath lifting and lengthening you, and as you breathe, breathe wide. And as you breathe, breathe deep. Draw your hands down to your knees. Soften your face. Release your mind and open up your heart. I'm going to start simply by inhaling from the crown all the way down, soft throat, soft chest, soft ribs, down to the belly, soft pelvic floor. Exhale, you'll firm your navel to your spine, and the breath will release out of the mouth, the nose, whichever is more comfortable for you. Inhale again as you feel the breath coming through your nostrils all the way down, all the way to your pelvic floor. And as you exhale, you'll firm your navel in, press down in your feet, knees, and pelvis as the breath releases through your nostrils if possible. Inhale through the nostrils, bringing the breath, vitality, chi, prana, energy all the way down pelvic floor. Then exhale as the navel firms, pelvic floor lifts, and the breath releases through the nostrils, soft. Inhaling, lift the heart and move the chest forward. Exhaling, pull the waist back, the ribs back, let your head be heavy. Inhale, arch the heart forward, soft jaw. You can close your eyes. You'll see me close my eyes quite a bit. It helps me focus in and feel what's going on internally and less what's happening in the magnificent outer manifest world. Becoming more into myself. Breathing in, breathing out. You want to see it sideways, I'll be turning from side to time to see your profile. You're breathing in, exhale, you're staying on your sits bones and breathing out. You can go as fast or as slow as works for you. You don't have to keep the cadence I'm choosing because I'm speaking to you. And you might like to move faster or slower or bigger or smaller. And the next time you're back, stay back, curl the spine. Then bring your ribs to the right. Come forward in your heart. Move over to the left and come on back. Inhale to the right, to the front, to your left. I'm mirroring you, and back. Inhale right, forward, exhale left, and back. One more, inhale. It's a circle, it's a beautiful cycle, cycle of life. Cycle of the inhale full, the pause, and the exhale. Stop in the back. Inhale to your left. Forward, open up your heart, shine it bright. And as you come back, you exhale all the way navel to spine. Inhaling as we're opening our hearts towards others. And then exhale, we come back. Be contemplative to our own hearts and minds. Inhale and open, share, be with. Exhale, come home, come back, come within. Last time. Inhale to your left, to the front, to the side. Exhale and back. Come to neutral. You're neither there nor here. You're right centered. Bring your hands to your shoulders. The thumbs are behind and the other four fingers rest. This isn't comfortable. Find another position, maybe here. Inhale, lengthen your torso. Exhale, deepen your abdomen. You're going to inhale to your left, exhale to your right. Inhale, exhale. Now because I'm speaking, I'm clearly exhaling this whole time, but you're not. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. And again, you can go at your pace. The head is nice and level and light. The waist is getting lifted and lean, pulled away from your thighs. Hips and legs are sturdily down as your body's rising and turning from your middle. Exhale right, inhale left. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Couple more as you feel that rotation right from the waist all the way up through, and maybe the energy past the crown of the head. The hands on the shoulders are relaxing your shoulders, and the jaw is soft, and the jaw is relaxed as the face is pressing in, not out. Couple more. Exhale, exhale, 2, one more, and come back and just palms up if you can. It's a receptive position, and we just sit. Notice maybe the subtle movement still happening in your body, even though you're nice and still. There's an energy, there's a vibration that we all can tune into, so we all come more towards each other. Bring the hands in, bring the arms up, place the palms in. It's like football goal posts, soft shoulders. And we're going to continue. Inhale, exhale. It's a little more challenging. Try to relax the top of your shoulders. Feel the power from your rib cage as the ribs knit in. So the ribs are not pushing out nor falling back. They're neutral. Keep going. Got a couple more. Growing your tailbone down and the crown of your head up. Soft jaw, the head is floating right over the rest of the spine. Two more. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Stay exhaled here. Lower your right hand back, your left hand forward. Grow taller again, inhale. Sitting on both buttock sits bones evenly. Inhale, grow. Exhale, turn your abdomen. And without forcing your neck, it isn't about turning your head, it's about churning your core. Opening and twisting, bringing things out. Inhale, come back to center, lift the arms, and rotate the other way. Right hand upon the knee or thigh, left fingers. I like to use my fingertips as opposed to leaning back. Lift up and exhale and rotate the other way. Open the collarbones, jaw back, soft, open expression. broad mind, open heart. Inhale, come back to center, shake out your legs. Recross, if your legs were crossed, one with the right in front, recross the legs or sit in a different position. Move the flesh away from your sits bones, and again, sit up upon something if that feels good to you. Find your length in your spine. Reconnect with your breath. Now, from the seated tall position, grab opposite biceps. Let your elbows hang. Soften your gaze. Soften your breath. And from here, we're going to side bend. So we're going to inhale, up, exhale, bend. Inhale, up, exhale, bend. Inhale, up, exhale, bend. It isn't a head motion. Again, it's a side flank motion. Inhale, up, exhale, bend, up, bend. So ribs stay heavy. They're not pushed forward or back. They're neutral. For many of us, I tend to do this. Very outgoing. Some people tend to pull back. Keep going. You're bending to the side. Inhale, tall. Exhale, side bend. And it takes some concentration. Do a couple more. And if I'm not where you are, that's cool. If you're on the other side or breathing differently, that's cool. Do about two more. And come back to center. Release, shake out your legs. And join me on all fours. So on all fours, I'm going to look sideways. The knees are right underneath the hips and the thighs are vertical. You can see it with the stripe. And the hands are directly under the shoulders, not too far, not too close, just right, as we learned from Goldilocks. So we're right making a shelf. This is long and strong, and so is the back. Feet are flat for now. You're going to press against the floor with the tops of your feet. Some people's feet will be like this, as best as you can. Try to stretch the sole of the foot and release the ankle towards the floor. Fingers are well opened and pressing deep into the floor. You're going to exhale and round the spine. Let your head fall down as your tailbone rolls in. Then tuck the toes if you want this variation. And you're going to move the sits bones back. The bottom of the pelvis comes up and the head and heart move forward. Exhaling round. Inhale and arch. You can hear that music as we emerge out of our shells, coming of spring. As we're leaving, tomorrow starts the equinox. And we're going to come to that spring, that joyful abundance as we start to grow. And isn't that uplifting? And isn't that a beautiful thought for all that's happening? So we came into winter, and that's a hibernating time, like this position. And then we're opening up, and we're blossoming, opening, seeing what's next. Two more times. You're exhaling here, and then you're inhaling here. And one more time. Round and arch. Relax the toes, push the hands forward and sit back. Drop the head. Come up on your finger pads. You can also put something underneath your hands, like towels or shoe boxes. Drop the hands. Slide your hands in to meet your knees and have a seat for a moment. This is when towels or a cushion would be helpful to put between your heels and to sit up. Spine is long and you're neither tilted forward nor back, you are upright. Take a breath, inhale. And a deep breath, exhale. Complete that breath, be patient. Arms coming out, inhale, arms halfway up. Exhale, draw like magnets the hands together. Inhale, interlace them, press your palms. Fingers together, or straighten your elbows as best as you can and release the top of the shoulders, firming your navel in. Inhale, draw the arms on a diagonal. And then hook your shoulder blades down your back, and then maybe lift the arms up even more. Inhale. And if the arms come here, the elbows are bent, that's fine. Keep your spine, keep your breath, reach up. It's not that we have to look or be a certain way. We're being true to ourselves in this moment. Release your right arm down, fingertips here or again upon something. Hand to your shoulder first. Inhale, get tall, and then side bend. Stretch the arm up, yeah, squeaky floor. Opening the chest, releasing your shoulder back, and firming the ribs in. Inhale, press against the floor, strong pelvis, rise back up. Inhale, hands halfway up, bring them on in. Interlace the other way. So if you're used to having the right hand dominant in front, switch every finger. And it might even feel like this is foreign to you, as if it doesn't feel like your own hands. And unfortunately, that's how estranged we are sometimes from our own beingness. Inhale, press the palms forward. Exhale, pull the belly deep. Bring the arms on a diagonal. Pull the armpits deep, the chin back a little bit, and then lift the arms as the shoulder blades go down the body. The side ribs are super tall, the elbows as straight as you can, and be tall as you can by rooting down in your pelvis and feet and growing up and out of the crown of your head. Then softly release your left arm, bring your right hand here. Inhale, and then side bend, keeping your pelvis down. We're not coming off to one side. When you go over, if it feels comfortable to you, stretch that arm and reach. Inhale, open the chest, keeping the shoulders back, the rib cage knitted. Exhale, then inhale, press into your feet and legs. Lift the arms, and this time drop your fingers. Relax your shoulders, and let your hands dangle. Let them drop like rain is coming down. Rain drops from your fingers. Let it go. Let it fall. And sit well. Let's come back on all fours. And I'll go this way. Keep changing direction. Okay. So on all fours, knees under hips. Lengthen your torso again. Strengthen your core. Take your left leg back and lift the leg up. Pull the knee into your belly and round your spine. Then reach the leg back and stretch your heart forward. Curve the spine again, exhaling round. The tendency will be for you to lean towards your non-moving leg. Instead, really feel that hip stay and stay over more towards your left arm. Round the spine one more time, drop your head. It's like cat and cow that we did before. But now it's moving with the leg up and out. Bring the foot to the floor. Cross the foot behind you. Foot down, inhale, lengthen. And now up and over as if you're looking over your shoulder back towards your backyard. Over and looking back towards your back heel as the abs come in. It'll stretch your left side. Pull the tailbone in, belly in. And then inhale, lengthen. Bring the leg back up. Bring your right hand to your abdomen and just breathe here. Softening the shoulders and toning all sides of your arms without locking your elbow so you feel tone in the muscles. Then stretch your bottom right hand to your heart. Take a breath. And then reach out, exhale. Elbow and knee come together. Elbow and knee touch, breathe out and reach. Inhale. Exhale and round. Inhale and reach. One more. Exhale and round. Inhale and reach. Release down. Bring the knees down. Push the palms forward. With lots of lift under the arms and armpits, sit back towards your heels. And again, that might not happen for you. Might not touch your heels. In that case, what I would suggest is you put something under your head and the arms out or the elbows down and trying to sit back if the hips don't touch the heels. If they're almost there, put a towel or a pillow under your forehead there. The hands can be forward, out to the side, or on your low back. Drop your shoulders, breathe out, This is child's pose. Return home to your true nature. Breathe out. Chin into your chest, unwind, sit up well. Breathe. We're going to go the other way. I'm going to face you forward this time. Standing well, knees under the hips, head crown forward, tailbone down. Stretch your right leg back and lift it on up. Bring the knee into the forehead, round the spine, and reach it back. Exhale, round the spine, and reach it back. And as just like the other side, we tend to fall over to one side. Really try to stay in the middle. Round, breathe out, and then lift. And if you can go higher, go higher. Maybe the leg can come up more. I tend to have some arthritis and stiffness in my back, so I go to where it's comfortable, and that's exactly what you should be doing too. You don't look like anyone. You are unique. We are one of a kind. Never before, never again. So be true to you. Lower that leg, cross the foot behind. Inhale, lengthen, navel to spine, soft shoulders as you push against the floor with your flat toes and your tucked toes. Inhale. And then side bend all the way over towards your ankle, looking at your left heel, maybe past your left shoulder. Squeeze your inner thighs together, lift your pelvic floor and core. Inhale again, exhale, see if you can bend just a little bit more at the waist, the ribs, and the armpits. Inhale, come back to center, bring the leg back and float it up hip height, it's neutral. Take your left hand on your belly, left hand on your heart, reach the left hand forward. Notice a tendency to lift the shoulder, so keep your armpit deep and strong through your rib cage. Elbow knee comes together around the spine and reach out, inhale. Exhale, curve the spine, tailbone heavy. Inhale, reach out. Breathing through the nose as best as you can, slow and smooth. And then breathe out and stretch. Exhale one more time. And reach out and stretch. Lower the foot, lower the hand. They match. They're at least shoulder width apart. And the fingers point straight ahead. The wristbands point straight ahead or slightly out. Lift your back knee off the floor. And you're going to rock a little forward and rock a wee bit back. So this is a plank. And if plank is too much, and it very well may be, you'll go on your knees. So it could be here. Okay. Or planked up, rocking forward, pulling back, throat in. And then you'll lower your knees. Bend your hips up, sit back towards your heels. Release the toes down, slide your hands, and come back to your seat. Hands to your heart. Breathe. Be nice and still on the outside as you slowly breathe. There's 4 parts to a breath, meaning an inhalation, a pause in fullness like the full moon, and then an exhalation like the full moon becoming smaller and smaller until we have no moon, and that's the empty part of the breath, breathless, no breath. Before the new breath comes in, inhaling, fullness, and then exhale slowly as the navel pulls in and we soften until there's no breath. Then the breath will come back to you as you inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Continue. Inhaling, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale and close your eyes and inhale into your heart something that would be beneficial to yourself and others. And then exhale, and when you exhale, release what is no longer serving you or is of benefit to you or others. Inhaling your own pace. Maybe you want to inhale to the count of 6. Maybe you want to go a little bit quicker. A couple more breaths. Continue to breathe. Continue to sit well, and I'm going to read something I'd like to share with you that I posted on Facebook. So as you continue your slow, smooth breathing, let's find it. Slowly open your eyes if they were closed. Find a position that feels comfortable for you. And if feeling comfortable means you're lying down, which might be a lovely thing to do now, lying down with your feet a little wide, toes point forward and knees fall together. What also feels nice here is to take again a pillow, lift up gently by pressing into the floor, and take that cushion right under your sacrum. That's your triangular bone in the middle of your pelvis, and just rest here. If that feels good, you can stay that way. Another way to sit or lie down for the end of the practice would be to bring your feet on the pillow or towel, soles of the feet together, and the arms out with the palms open. Continuing your breathing, slow and smooth, long, deep, and fulfilled. Your palms can be open to receive, or take your left hand to your heart and your right hand to your belly. Find peace and rest as I read this final thing. Here we go. Prayer for Pandemic by Cameron Wiggins Bellum. May we who are merely inconvenienced remember those whose lives are at stake. May we who have no risk factors remember those most vulnerable. May we who have luxury of working from home remember those who must choose between preserving their health or making their rent. May we who have the flexibility to care for our children when their schools close remember those that have no options. May we who have to cancel our trips remember those who have no safe place to go. May we who are losing our margin money in the tumult of the economic market remember those who have no margin at all. May we who settle in a quarantine at home remember those who have no home. As fear grips our country and world, let us choose love during this time when we cannot physically wrap our arms around each other. Let us find ways to be the loving embrace of God to our neighbor.